Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Wednesday, April 15th, 2015. Today is tax day. I don't know what that means. It's something to some people because I guess they wait till the last minute if they owe taxes. I've done that myself, but it's just a day, another day in the week, another trading day, and that's always a good thing too. Yesterday's announcements, nothing was really out of line or anything like that. Nothing was really great, sort of within expectations, at least within the range of expectations. So I'm not going to bother reviewing that. Today we have the Empire State Manufacturing Survey, Industrial Production before the markets open, and then Housing Market Index, EIA Petroleum Status Report, Beige Report, or Beige Book, I should say, and Treasury International Capital. So it's going to be a kind of a busy day, and a couple of red, well, one red, and the rest are green, so probably not expecting too much from an announcement surprise today for the market. Take a look across the ponds here. Start off with Asia. I would say majority bullish, and did it again. I click on it, nothing happens. A majority bearish, and in Europe it's bullish across the board, which is probably what we're going to end up for today. It's just a matter of where we're starting from right now. Pretty solid, 0.25% across the board minimum, so that's pretty good. Gold 1191, still hanging out around there, not moving very much. Oil is at 53.91, kind of like churning upward, creeping up on us. The dollar's at 99.28, about where it was yesterday, but fell a little bit against the euro. So let's see what else we got going on here. We're in this price line. This was a 50 delta trade. I think we're pretty much at the money right now. Price line, hang on a second here. Okay, I'm back. You might have heard that machine starting up in the background. I had to shut it off. Let's see here. Okay, so price line, our short is at 1205, and price line right now is at 1204.71. So we'll take a look at that chart when we get to it. And that's really about it right now. And I wish I would have been paying attention yesterday with Google. That's what, right there. Anyway, could have done something with that. I need to, if I put it in setup on Monday, just as an example, and it turns out being Wednesday, it might still be in a setup mode, and I don't know why I missed not taking note of that. I'm not perfect. I leave a lot to be desired lately. Anyway, so let's start off with the scan here. Apple, not doing any trades on it because of earnings. I got a comment from somebody on yesterday's video about earnings, about taking a look at trading as a business or trading pro system. There's something in there about trading earnings, and I forgot all about that, so I'm going to go back and take a look at it, and we'll see if anything there makes sense for me anyway. Apple, we're taking a pass on it because of earnings. Same thing with Amazon, at least for right now, until we take a look at this video. We had an alert set on BIDU. It still is, wasn't an alertable trade, but it was a setup trade. So we'll keep BIDU in that setup. I'll move this alert down about there, and keep an eye on it. This is probably the last day for a trade this week, according to the original rules. If it's Thursday, you might have to consider next week, but I don't like going into next week because of IV. Let's take a look here, and I'll give you an example of what's going on here. May 15th. Ooh, what happened to the weeklies here? Oh, okay, so April, there's only 4 here. Alright, so there's a pop, kind of a big pop here in this first week of May. IV here, and that's pretty much where this is, 429. So that the May 1 options expiration is this week. This is April 4. This is regular April. So you can see that there's a pretty significant pop, almost double, of the IV average in this expiration cycle here. So that's kind of why we stay away from it, because it's going to increase, and that's going to suppress our ability to earn time frame, pushing it further off into the future, and we want to grab money right away and get out. And let's move on to Chipotle. What do we got going? We have earnings next week on that, and if we were to take a look at it, same thing, 55 for next week, and then it tapers down. And the further out you get a little bit higher IV, because you don't know what happens, what might happen. Costco, we don't have earnings on Costco. We're in a downtrend. We have conflicting information here. We probably did discuss this yesterday. We have a lot of indicators here that make it look like as though it's running out of gas here. In the weekly stochastic and MACD. And it looks like as though the 9-day is going to roll over here, but the 21-day is still has an upward trajectory to it. So we're not sure if Costco is going to reverse or not. Quick look at the Dow. We are kind of hanging around this downward sloping trend line here, and our support is down at 176. Just an FYI if you want to see what's going on generally, at least with the Dow, which is a pretty narrow indicator. Alright, gold looks like as though it's rolling over on the daily, but it's still sinking on the weekly. Just an FYI on that one too. And this is Google. Yeah, let's see, this should have been on the list yesterday. I don't know why, how I could, because of earnings next week. That's why. Okay. Take a look at that. It's not, IV is not all that high for this April 4 week. I wonder why. That's interesting. We may have been able to capture something on this. A 50 delta being done this week probably would have been okay. But we would have had to wait till Friday, probably, to take any decent profit on it. Okay, so LinkedIn just started a new little bit of a downtrend here. Stochastic's still moving up, but the momentum is leaving, I guess you might say. It doesn't mean that momentum is downward in price. It means momentum is downward in sentiment, basically, or in trading activity. And you can see it here just in the volume. It took me a second here to figure out this. Yeah, this is these shaded lines down here are volume. You can see volume is kind of tapering off as indicated down here in the actual MACD. So what do we got going here? We are in a setup mode on LinkedIn. I was looking for I don't know what I'm looking for here. I'm not sure that I like what I'm seeing here and taking a bet that this is going to move up. I'm just not feeling real confident about it. I will take a look at it though. I'll put it on the list for today as a bull put, but I'm not feeling real good about it. NDX, not planning on trading that anytime soon. Had a terrible day yesterday. But anyway, we're looking for a setup here. Quite possibly, not sure exactly what I would do with it, but I'm going to put it on the list as well, and may do some sort of bullish play on that if we get a little bit of a movement up, and I might I'll go back here on the other ones and put alerts on them too. So I'm going to go ahead and put an alert on there. It's not alertable, it's just an alert to wake me up. Netflix has earnings today, I believe, after the market closes. Let's grab that video right away and maybe do a simulated trade on it and see how it comes out. Let's see here. 4:15 after market. They're expecting 67 cents a share. Now, you know that Netflix can make huge moves, but they can be, you just don't know which direction a lot of times. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know, the darling of the earnings plays or something. There's something about Netflix and earnings. All right, here's Priceline. This is our 50 Delta trade up here at 12:05. We jumped in on it at this hook here. Everything moving up, so we have a good chance, good probability of having this work out for us. The Russell, also looking for an opportunity here. Might just change over to 50 deltas on these cash indexes here. I'm not sure, because the 30 deltas have not been working out, and I got this series of 20 deltas that I've been doing on simulated trades here on SPX, and let's go check those out and see how they are doing. We're at up $15 on these two down here, which one is regular May and one is May 2. May 2 is a closer one. The regular May would be May 3, and then there'll be a May 4, I guess you might say. Yeah, May 4 and a May 5, so there'll be 5 expirations in May. And we'll take a peek at the risk profile here, and this is the May normal expiration, up $4, and this is the May 2 expiration, up $11. They both have one's short at 20.55 and the other's at 20.45. And then next week we'll take a look and see if we want to add to this with the May 3 or May 4 expiration. Alright, so back to the chart here. They're both sitting down here. 20 deltas may be the way to go. We have this wedge pattern here coming up with these resistance and support lines. We'll see how they play out here. Usually a breakout in a situation like this, either up or down, means a strong move and a sustained move. So, not saying that it is going to break up or down. I'm not forecasting which way it's going to go, but usually on a wedge pattern like this, where things are getting tighter and tighter, once it does break out, it makes a sustained move in whatever direction it's heading. That's the only reason for throwing those lines in there. And then last but not least is Tesla. Here we go. There's Tesla. We are in setup for Tesla. Now I'm gonna go bullish on this. It's been in a pretty long downtrend, and really, if you were to draw a resistance line down here, like I'm about to, you could say, well, it is broken out of that trend, most assuredly. It's a little bit timid, but still, we are looking at a setup here. We have a lot of good momentum, positive momentum. So whatever happens, it looks like it's going to happen strongly. So we're putting Tesla down for today as a setup. So we have BIDU, LinkedIn, NDX, and Tesla, and we will be putting alerts on all of them, such as thusly. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading. Oh, and P.S. I hope to be able to add some information on earnings plays in tomorrow's video, or possibly a separate one. So thanks again for watching. Happy trading.